Snow day here in PA. Just getting to do a couple errands, get ready for the storm. Not doing anything crazy like going to the store and buying 100 things, but I do have to go to the store and get a couple things and do a couple drop-offs, and then just gonna kind of cut some firewood, got the snowblower prepped, and other than that, just going to sit back, watch football, and enjoy the day. Putting the trash cans inside. You can see I got the snow gear. You ready for the? You ready? You ready for some snow? I'm generally not one of those people who are gonna freak out and go to huge extents and think that 5 to 8 inches of snow is gonna be something that's gonna bring snowmageddon. But here in PA, we don't get big storms like this all that often, maybe a couple a year. And there's just a couple things you can do to take a little bit of precaution to make processing it a little bit easier. Like clearing off the driveway, putting the trash cans in the garage, making sure the snow blower's in the right position for easy access when the time comes later in the day. Get a little salt for the driveway in case you got a couple icy spots, you know, things like that. But luckily today's one of those days where it's a 3-day weekend and it's Sunday and the snow's coming on Sunday. So that means, you know, got a whole day tomorrow to enjoy the snow, but also clean up from it. Not a whole lot of traffic out on the roads, which is good. People kind of hunkered down, hopefully. It probably helps at the Eagles games at 1 o'clock. See, car says it's about 34 degrees out, so it's perfect temps for snow to start sticking. Stop number 1 complete, and you can see even the 10 minutes starts snowing, flakes are getting bigger. It's already starting to stick in the windshield. Already got the big salt trucks out prepping the roads. The guy doesn't have a plow on him, but he sure has a big load of salt. It's about an hour after the storm started. We can go out there and do a quick check-in, see what's going on. Not much accumulation, but definitely coming down harder. Just starting to stick on the driveway. I've seen the salt truck go by on the road a couple times, so I'm actually gonna do some salt myself here. Get the driveway prepped a little bit, not too much. My philosophy on salting is I don't really go crazy, but it is nice to have under the snowblower, because the snowblower doesn't really get down to the driveway exactly, and also prevent some ice. So, like, you know, just get a little bit of salt here and there. Do the walkway too, and you know, I think this big shaker I just filled up, if I were to go real heavy, this will probably do. I could probably empty this whole thing on the driveway, but I'm not going to do that. I'm probably maybe just use half of it. Again, just to get something down. A lot of people don't know this. The way salt works in terms of its winter applications in freezing, it lowers the freezing point of water. I'm not really sure by how much, maybe like 20 degrees. And so as a result, once the salt hits the ice, it pushed that freezing temperature down, which means that it, you know, what was otherwise 32 degrees or whatever temperature is outside, that the water's going to be, that's now a liquid temperature. That'll be a liquid, and it's how it actually melts the ice. These are absolutely amazing snow tubes. After having a couple years just buying like the cheapies, 30 bucks, you know, whatever brand that's more or less a pool float. Anytime the kids would come down a hill, or even just after a couple uses on ice, the things would get a hole in them. These are so much more heavy duty, and you can see on the inside, it's actually like a big truck inner tube, and then the outside has this separate wrap that's really thick. And these, and you know, honestly, it's kind of like the commercial ones you might find if you went tubing at a ski resort or something. And then they come with this nice leash, and just is so much easier to use. The kids love them. Like I was mentioning earlier, another useful piece of prep. Have your snowblower right there, ready to go. As soon as the storm calms down later and all the snow's done dropping, super easy, turn her on, let her rip. Just coming out here to get some firewood, because you know wifey's gonna want a fire. I got football Sunday, Eagles about to play the Rams at 1 o'clock, and I'm coming out here to get some firewood. Start splitting it, you know, just getting that done ahead of a lot of snow getting on the ground, snow picking up heavier. And what do you know, I come out here and just pull my wheelbarrow up to my wood shed and just got the crap scared out of me. But check this out, little dead raccoon there under the woodshed. I thought he maybe got smushed or something, no clue what happened. He just kind of laid down here and died. That's kind of disgusting, but I don't know. For now, I'll maybe get a shovel. For now, I'm just gonna get some wood, get the job done, and come back here and deal with him in a bit. This tool right here, it's a kindling splitter, and I was absolutely skeptical of this before I bought it. My buddy brought one camping, and I got to see really how easy it was to use at that point. And this thing, it's so heavy duty. I just leave it out year round. You can see that it's barely even started to rust, and it just makes splitting smaller pieces of wood so much easier. Of course, you know, you want to use an axe and swing an axe. And you can still do that, but this one, whether you're just splitting a big log or you want to do a little piece of kindling, this is so good for that job. And I think it's about maybe a foot in diameter here, so it can take a pretty big, this is a bigger model, I think it can take a pretty big log. But I'm just going to show you this in action as I prep some wood for the fireplace. Now, part of what I love about this tool is you got two different accessories here. I basically put the log right in here on the blade, and then you're gonna use a hammer to smack it. I got my 10-pound sledge here, and this is great for smaller pieces. So especially when you want to get like just smaller pieces of kindling. Wood doesn't go far, you're not having to constantly rebalance it in order to hit it and, you know, tip tap with the axe like you might. Got a knot in the wood, it doesn't matter, easy peasy, just like that. Take a piece of split firewood and got some nice little kindling. Let's take a bigger piece. Alright, so this is one I could probably do with the 10-pound sledge, but you know, rather than just keep slamming it, what I'll do is get one whack so it sticks in there, and then I'll pick up my full pound sledge. I think this is I don't know, this might be 20-pounder, I don't know, not super heavy, not the big boy, and then let's get it. Don't even have to hit it that hard. Boom, takes it just like that. And split up with the log splitter, the pneumatic splitter. You know, I don't get the wood all that small, but just kind of enough that it'll help it dry. And then what I'll do is split it according to how I want with the either axe or the splitter. Hear that satisfying ding once it goes through? All right, that's looking pretty good. We got a prefab fireplace. It's kind of wimpy. And also this wood it's ash, so you can technically burn it the moment it comes down. And I don't know, this wood came down the past year, so it's not perfectly seasoned despite sitting in the woodshed, but just cutting it a little smaller helps it burn a little bit easier. All right, I think it's time to go dispatch that raccoon. And it's not the first time we've had dead animals in the yard. Squirrels, possums. First time raccoon. I've seen plenty of raccoons around here, but first time I found a dead one. So these things carry rabies, all sorts of disease. So I just want to get them out of here. He is frozen solid. If I knew more about what the deal was here, maybe make a coonskin cap or something. But I don't know. It's kind of gross. He is totally frozen. Why does I know? Really pretty animals, I think. Even though I would basically call them dumpster trash pandas. I'm gonna hold my nose so I don't get a whiff of this. Okay, second attempt. Walked a little bit further back in the woods. This sucker's heavy, I gotta say. I don't know, maybe 30 pounds? He had some heft to him. So, second attempt at the fling. Second attempt got him stuck up there in the tree. At this point, I'm gonna leave it. It'll be fun to observe what happens over the next couple of months. All right, I just gotta make sure I remember not to eat dinner off this shovel. Weather update, coming down a lot harder. Starting to stick in the grass. Driveways 50-50, but yeah, definitely coming down a lot harder. Cleared off, get the kids ready to play in some snow, and get the driveway in ship shape to let the wifey get out and run some errands. gonna do it for the snow day prep. Now, it's time to let that hard work pay off and take the cars out, run some errands, play in the snow, and have a fire later tonight.